Hey there folks, Santee at the Arizona Ghost Riders here. We got mail. Santee, have y'all thought of doing a video on how towns dealt with fires in the West? Sleon Hickory. Sleon Hickory. Sloan Hickory? Fires in the Old West. Yeah, we can do that.
Don't worry, I've got him under control.
Of the things that could lay waste to a town on the frontier, the most devastating was... No, not that. Nope.
This is stupid.
Okay, first things first. Many towns were made with lumber. Wood burns. Also, because these were towns, the buildings were typically not that far apart, so one building burning was a severe concern to an entire block. Since lumber was not always available for building in the Southwest early in the period, many buildings would be made of adobe clay or stone. These were actually much better at resisting fire. Laboratory tests show adobe lasted 4 hours before being compromised compared to wood, which came in at about an hour. In 1879, the boomtown of Deadwood in Dakota Territory caught on fire from a fallen oil lamp. As it spread, it ignited some black powder which caused explosions. Hundreds of buildings were burned to the ground, but the citizens rebuilt, this time in brick. Yeah, that's another deterrent. Brick buildings. Also in 1879, Longmont, Colorado caught fire, and despite the citizens wetting blankets and trying to protect their structures, half the business district turned to ash. This led to them setting up a volunteer fire department, installing fire hydrants, and rebuilding in brick. Yeah, there seems to be a theme here. The Arcade Saloon was the scene of Tombstone's first fire in 1881. A lit cigar ignited a barrel of whiskey and spread through 66 businesses. The town Too Tough to Die experienced 2 more fires in that decade, 1882 and 1886. Interestingly, in the 1882 one, the town dynamited some buildings in the path in hopes it would rob the fire of fuel. Also in Arizona Territory, Prescott had a fire that took out a good portion of its sporting district, Whiskey Row. Patrons carried the very expensive bar out of the Palace Saloon to keep it from being engulfed in flames. Now you might be wondering, who put the fires out? Well, before organized fire departments, you would see a bucket brigade where they would pass buckets down a line from a water source to be thrown on the fire. This would not keep a building from burning down, but could buy time to get people and belongings out. Accounts from the 1880s describe prairie fires that would spread from home to home, annihilating everything in its path. In one day, you could lose your house, your livestock, and your crops. Volunteer fire departments started sprouting up around America with horse-drawn vehicles. In bigger towns, they had pumps to add pressure behind the water. Later, there were even steam-powered fire engines. However, response times were not great, and often the fire was on its way out or too far gone for the technology of the day to stop it. The brave firefighters deserve their own video, so in the future, you will see one. If I can swing it, maybe addressing the part video. I better start looking for a 19th century fire helmet. Well, folks, that's it for another episode. Why are you guys here? What are you guys doing? Why do I have a Dan on either side of me?
We're here to help.
This is the Dan Santee.
This is the Dan. Okay, guys.
And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe.
And we'll see you on down the trail.
It's my line. It is my line.
Your line. It's our line.
Hey, y'all. A little last-minute edition. This week we hit 90,000 subscribers. As many of you know, I want to hit 100,000. That's kind of the feather in my cap. So if you haven't subscribed, but you watch the channel, please subscribe. That would be helpful. Also, if you get your mother and brother and cats and dogs to subscribe. That would also help. Yeah. So anyway, we're also doing 20% off all merchandise until June 25th. And as always, I want to thank my patrons at Patreon for supporting. It's only $3 a month if you want to go check it out. There's some extra content in there. I think this week we're talking about a guy who cheats at cards for a living. It's pretty cool. He shows us some neat tricks. But anyway, head on over there and check it out. And links for all of the things discussed in this little segment are in the description field down below. Thanks and have a great week.
I need a couple olives.
Get a little closer to the camera.
Dan Marguerite.
You want to put a Dan Margarita? So wait, stop moving. Look at that. Wow. Okay.